there's a quiet lie we all believe. It sounds harmless, it feels comforting, but it steals our lives in silence. The lie is, you have time. We postpone dreams, delay growth, and drift through life, thinking there will always be more time. Stoic philosophy teaches the opposite. Time is fleeting, life is short. Every moment wasted is a moment lost forever. In this video, we'll explore why time is the most precious thing we have and why we must stop wasting it now. Lesson 1. The time illusion. Created by routine can be useful. It creates structure. It helps us stay on track. But routine also creates an illusion. It makes life feel endless. We wake up, eat, work, rest, and repeat. Days blend into weeks, weeks into months, and we don't notice how fast life is slipping by. Stoicism teaches us to remain awake in every moment. The philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." We often feel like we're just getting started. We think we have all the time in the world. But how many days have you already spent without purpose? How many hours have passed doing things that do not matter? Routine numbs us. It comforts us into passivity. We stop noticing how fast the clock ticks. We assume tomorrow will come. We forget that it might not. The Stoics remind us to reflect often. Ask yourself, am I using today wisely? Is this task meaningful? Or is it just a distraction disguised as duty? Routine is not your enemy, but unconscious routine is. When you live on autopilot, you stop living. The illusion of time grows stronger. You think you have more of it because every day feels the same. But sameness is not eternity. It is erosion. Life is not meant to be survived. It is meant to be lived with awareness. Challenge your habits. Break the cycle of unexamined repetition. Wake up to your own life. Because while routine repeats, time does not. What you do today becomes who you are tomorrow. Don't let routine rob you of your most valuable asset, your time. Lesson 2. The opportunity cost of having time. When we say, "I'll do it later," we believe we're saving energy. We think we're buying time, but we're paying a price. That price is opportunity. Every minute you delay something important, you lose what could have been. That's the opportunity cost of having time. Stoicism teaches us to live with urgency, not panic, not fear, but clarity. If you choose comfort now, you may sacrifice achievement later. If you choose delay now, you may lose growth forever. Every choice to wait is also a choice to let go of something else. Let's say you delay learning a skill. You think you have time. A year passes. You still haven't started. Now you're not just a beginner. You've lost a year of progress you could have made. That's the cost. When you say yes to wasting time, you say no to a better version of yourself. Seneca wrote, "While we are postponing, life speeds by." The Stoics ask us to be intentional with our decisions, not because we should rush, but because the cost of waiting is invisible. You don't see what you've missed. You don't feel the lost wisdom, love, or strength, but it's gone. You may think you're standing still, but life isn't. Time flows, whether you move or not. The world doesn't pause while you procrastinate. Others grow. Life changes. Opportunities fade. And often we don't realize we've missed the train until it's long gone. Make your choices with awareness. Know what you're giving up. Choose growth, even when it's hard, because the cost of having time is often never getting started. And if you never start, you never become. Don't let time fool you. Don't pay the silent price of delay. Invest now. Live now. That's the Stoic way. Lesson 3. Time as a non-renewable resource. You can lose money and make it back. You can lose possessions and buy new ones. But time, once spent, is gone forever. That's why Stoicism calls time our most precious resource. It is non-renewable, non-refundable, and non-negotiable. Every second that passes is 1 second closer to the end of your life. That may sound harsh, but it's not meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up. Marcus Aurelius wrote, You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This isn't about fear. It's about focus. When you know something can't be replaced, you treat it with care. You don't waste it. You protect it. So why don't we do the same with our time? We spend hours on things that add no value. Scrolling, arguing, worrying. We say yes to distractions and no to dreams. We give away our minutes like they're meaningless. But each minute is a piece of our life. And life is not measured in years. It's measured in how you use your moments. Ask yourself, would I waste this time if I knew it was my last hour? If the answer is no, then why waste it now? The Stoics remind us that death gives life its meaning. Not because we should fear death, but because we should respect life. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to be productive every second. But you do need to be aware. Every moment matters. Every choice counts. Don't trade your only life for distractions. Don't act like you'll live forever. You won't. And that's what makes this moment sacred. Remember, time is not money. It's more valuable than money, and you don't get a second chance at how you spend it. So guard your time. Honor your hours. Live with purpose now. Lesson 4. The myth of finding time versus making. Time. You'll hear it all the time. I just need to find time. But that's a myth. Time is not lost. It's not hiding. You don't find time, you make it. Stoicism teaches responsibility. It tells us that we are in control of our choices, even when we can't control our circumstances. You won't stumble upon extra time in your day. You have to carve it out. You have to protect it like gold. Everyone gets 24 hours. That's it. What separates progress from procrastination isn't more hours. It's clearer priorities. It's the courage to say no to what doesn't matter, so you can say yes to what does. When you say, I'll do it when I find time, you're postponing your power. You're waiting for life to get easier. But life rarely does. Busyness doesn't go away. New responsibilities always come. The Stoics urge us not to wait for perfect conditions. They may never come. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." So don't wait to find time. Make time. Schedule what matters. Treat your dreams like appointments you cannot miss. Because in the end, time doesn't serve you unless you command it. Even 10 minutes a day can change your life. Not because 10 minutes is a lot, but because it's a signal. It's proof that you've taken control, that you've chosen action over excuses. People who wait to find time often never begin. They stay trapped in delay, but people who make time move forward. They grow, they improve, they live with intention. So stop searching for time. It's already here. What matters is how you use it. Don't look for the perfect moment. Make this moment count. That's the Stoic path. Lesson 5. The regret pendulum. Regret swings like a pendulum. It moves between the past and the future. We regret what we didn't do, and we fear we'll regret the same thing tomorrow. But still, we wait. Still, we delay. The Stoics understood this deeply. They taught that regret is not meant to destroy us. It's meant to teach us. Every moment you regret is a message. It's a lesson about what matters, about what you want but didn't act on. Marcus Aurelius said, "It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live." Think of how often we hesitate. We let fear hold us back, and then later we feel the sting of what could have been. This is the regret pendulum. We swing from guilt over yesterday to anxiety about tomorrow, but we forget the only place we can act is now. The Stoics ask us to stop the swing, to live so well today that regret has no room to grow. You can't fix the past, but you can learn from it. You can't predict the future, but you can prepare for it. Regret is not your enemy. Wasted time is, and the only way to stop wasting time is to use it intentionally today. Don't wait until you're older to realize what mattered. Don't let future regret be your teacher. Let it be your motivator. If you've made mistakes, forgive yourself. If you've delayed your dreams, start now, because every small step forward is a victory against regret. When you live today fully, the pendulum stops. There is no need to fear yesterday or tomorrow. You are here. You are awake. You are acting. That's what Stoicism teaches. Not perfection, but presence. So stop swinging. Start living. Let regret become wisdom, and let wisdom lead the way forward. Lesson 6. The Someday Trap. Someday I'll write that book. Someday I'll travel the world. Someday I'll start that business, get fit, or reconnect with that friend. The word someday feels safe. It comforts us. It lets us delay our dreams without guilt. But here's the truth. Someday is a lie. It doesn't exist. It's not a day of the week. It's not marked on your calendar. It's a trap. The Stoics warned us about this. Seneca said, "The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today." We keep waiting for more money, more energy, more clarity. But waiting becomes a habit, and habits shape a life. Someday thinking steals today's opportunities. It makes us believe there will always be time. But how many things have you already postponed? How many dreams have grown cold in the corner of your mind, waiting for the right moment? The Stoics teach that now is all we ever have. You don't control tomorrow. You only control what you do right now. Someday thinking is passive. It assumes life will deliver what you want without effort. But life doesn't work that way. You must act. You must choose. There will never be a perfect time. There will always be uncertainty. But if the desire is real, start now. Even if it's just a small step. Action breaks the spell of someday. It transforms your ideas into progress. It brings life back into your hands. Don't let your life become a collection of unopened intentions. The Stoics believed in facing reality with courage, and reality says time moves on. The future is not promised, but this moment is here. Use it. Every time you say someday, ask yourself, why not today? Why not start with what you have? Because you can always wait, but you can never get time back once it's gone. Free yourself from the someday trap. Choose now. Choose progress. Choose life. Lesson 7. The time debt. We accumulate. Imagine your time as a bank account. Every day you're withdrawing from it. But unlike money, you can't check your balance. You don't know how much is left. Yet you keep spending, often carelessly. When we waste time, we accumulate a kind of debt. It's not financial. It's deeper. It's the weight of missed opportunities, the cost of choices we didn't make, the guilt of knowing we could have done more, but didn't. Stoic thinkers knew this well. Epictetus said, "How long are you going to wait before you demand the best for yourself?" That question hits hard, because time debt builds in silence. 1 hour wasted today might feel harmless, but over months and years, it becomes heavy. Think of all the time you've lost to distraction, to worry, to fear. That lost time doesn't vanish. It echoes. It becomes stress. It becomes regret. It becomes longing for a life you could have had. The good news is, you can start paying that debt off now, not by looking back, but by living better today, by making choices that add value, by refusing to give your time to things that don't matter. The Stoics didn't ask us to be busy. They asked us to be purposeful. There's a difference. Being busy can still waste time, but being purposeful turns time into progress, into peace. You don't need to fix your whole life in a day, but you can start with one change, one habit, one intention. Each right choice is a payment toward your time debt, and the more you pay, the lighter you'll feel. Stop adding to your time debt. Start living like your time is sacred, because it is. Each day is a chance to get back on track, to choose meaning over distraction, purpose over passivity. The clock doesn't stop, but neither does your power to choose. Use that power. Reclaim your time. Rebuild your life. Lesson 8. The power of time perception and its manipulation. Time feels different depending on how we spend it. An hour of boredom feels like a day. An hour of joy feels like a moment. This isn't just in your head, it's how your brain processes meaning. The Stoics taught us to live with depth, not just duration, to fill moments with value, not just let them pass. When you live with purpose, time expands. When you drift without direction, time shrinks. This is the power of time perception, and it can be used for or against you. Most people live reactively. They let time control them. They wake up, check their phone, rush to work, and repeat. Days blur together. This makes life feel short, empty, unmemorable. But when you take control of how you experience time, everything changes. That's where Stoic wisdom comes in. Marcus Aurelius urged himself to concentrate every minute like a Roman. That means being fully present, being fully alive. When you focus deeply on what matters, time slows down. You notice more. You remember more. Life becomes richer, even if the hours don't increase. This is how you bend time, by deepening the moment. Think about a meaningful conversation, a quiet walk, a moment of courage. Those moments stay with you. They stretch because they matter. You don't need more time. You need better time. Don't try to escape the clock. Use it. Don't try to stretch your schedule. Stretch your presence. You can manipulate your perception of time by choosing your focus. Choose meaningful tasks. Limit distractions. Be where your feet are, fully. That's how time becomes your ally. Don't let time blur. Let it sharpen you. Fill it with presence. Fill it with purpose. That's the Stoic way of mastering time. Lesson 9. Beyond time management. Time management tools are helpful. Calendars, to-do lists, reminders, they organize your life. But there's something deeper, something more powerful than managing time. Stoicism teaches us to manage ourselves. You can have the perfect planner, the most efficient schedule. But if your mindset is weak, your time will still be wasted. True power comes from within. Seneca wrote, "Life is long if you know how to use it." That's the key. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Time doesn't need to be managed, it needs to be honored. Ask yourself, am I doing this because it aligns with my values? Or just to check a box? Am I being pulled by life? Or am I leading my time with intention? The Stoics didn't aim to be efficient, they aimed to be wise. Efficiency is about speed. Wisdom is about direction. You can be fast and still lost. But when you live with inner clarity, even slow steps lead somewhere great. Don't just manage your schedule, master your soul. Understand what truly matters to you. Make choices that reflect your principles. That's how you turn time into a tool for meaning. Beyond time management lies time mastery. And time mastery is about character, integrity, presence, courage, not just control. When you become a master of your inner world, the outer world adjusts. Time becomes a servant to your purpose, not a master of your stress. Don't chase productivity without clarity. Don't manage minutes without meaning. Use your time to build your life, not just to fill your day. This is what the Stoics knew, that the most powerful schedule begins in the mind, and that true peace comes not from managing time, but from managing how you live it. Lesson 10. The perfect time. Fallacy. How often have you said, "I'm just waiting for the right time"? It feels logical, safe, strategic, but it's often an excuse. The perfect time doesn't exist, and waiting for it is a delay tactic. The Stoics rejected this idea. They believed in action, in motion, in beginning now. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you." That's not to frighten us. It's to awaken us. You think the perfect time will come when you're less tired, less busy, more confident. But life is rarely convenient. Conditions are rarely perfect, and perfection is the enemy of progress. Every day you wait, fear grows stronger, doubt builds, and the dream that once inspired you begins to fade. But when you take even a small step, clarity comes, confidence grows, action creates momentum. Think about the greatest moments in your life. Were they perfectly planned? Or did they happen when you chose courage over comfort? The Stoic path isn't about waiting. It's about doing what you can, where you are, with what you have. That's real power. That's real freedom. The perfect time isn't a date, it's a decision. A decision to begin, to trust that movement matters more than mastery, that trying and failing is better than never trying at all. Don't sit on your dreams. Don't wait for your doubts to disappear. They might not, but they lose their power the moment you act. The Stoics remind us that every delay costs us life. Every pause without purpose steals potential. Don't wait for life to clear a path. Make one. Start now, not perfectly, but purposefully. Because the only perfect time is now. Time is not promised. That is what makes it powerful. And that is what gives you power. The Stoics didn't fear time. They respected it. They honored it. They lived every day as if it were their last, because one day it will be. So don't waste another moment waiting. Don't live under the illusion that time is yours to spend endlessly. It isn't. But what you do have is enough, if you choose to use it wisely. Start now, live well, and remember, the biggest lie is that you have time. The truth is, you have this moment, and that's all you need.